Welcome back to Bullet Catcher Gaming. This is, of course, Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed to the channel recently, especially in the last week or so. We've had a big influx of subscribers. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate that. I am here with Sandy, aka Sandyland. Hopefully you will know him by now. He put all of our other surveys together recently. But we have come up, between Sandy and I, we have come up with a brand new survey, and we think this is the most important survey to date. Now, before I get Sandy on to kind of discuss a bit about what this is, I just want to say, first of all, thank you for everyone for filling out the previous surveys. But if you're listening to this thinking, well, what's the point of doing a survey? I just want people to kind of understand why we believe it's so important to fill these surveys out. It isn't really anything to do with us. It's not about fill this out because, this helps my channel or whatever. It's not about that. It genuinely is not about that. We want to see the next Ghost Recon game succeed. We want to see the things that you have been telling us for the last few years that you would like to see in a Ghost Recon game. We take all of the feedback that you give us and we incorporate it into the questions in this survey. And when you fill this survey out, which you should be seeing some questions coming up in the background any second now, when you fill these out, once we've collated all this information together, we do pass it to Ubisoft. We've passed all of the rest of it to Ubisoft. And that is why it's so vitally important. And they are happy for us to keep passing this information over. That's why it's so important, because it's a way to show what the community really wants. And these questions are based off of things, like I said, that you've asked for again and again and again. So, Sandy, thank you so much for joining me again, obviously, for this video. It's not going to be a long one. We're just going to go through it. I've had COVID all week. Not even sure you're allowed to say that in a video anymore, right? I don't know. And
we'll find it.
Yeah, and you're coming down with it. So there you go.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so there we go. In the background, first of all, you're going to see all of the questions in the survey. They're going to just quickly go over. There's about 9 pages worth of questions. What we've done is just, Sandy put these together, and what he's done is you put them down, but you didn't put the answers in as such, did you? To keep it more of a surprise for people when they do it, what kind of options might be in there. Some of them are yes, no's, but some of them have got a lot of detail inside those questions. So we thought we'd keep that out just to, so you can see what the questions are in the background, but what's more important will be when it comes to you filling it out. And of course, the most important part of this is the link for this survey is going to be, it's live right now when you're listening to this. It is in the description below. If you're on our Discord, you will be able to find it on there, and hopefully we'll also be putting it on Reddit and other places, and there may even be some other content creators that hopefully might cover it as well. The more people that can fill this out, the better. Because we feel that we have listened to everything that everyone has said, and this is primarily, what would you say, Sandy, gameplay related more than anything else?
Yeah. So this is just touching on the questions that we asked in the first survey. This is, that was a general overall brief. Now we're going a bit more into detail on, some of the things that were asked in that initial survey.
Yeah.
Just, definitely more gameplay specific, types of mechanics, how certain things should or shouldn't work type stuff.
Yeah, I agree. And there are things about how enemies should work and how the AI should work and things like that. It could be, there are things in there about what kind of explosives should be in the next game, weapon calibers in the next game, things that people bring up over and over and over again, that they want the calibers of their weapons to be correct. It could be about, switching to it's like having where you're switching to melee or special weapon. Should your weapon be slung, and where should it be slung? All that kind of stuff. Some people may think, well, that's a bit overkill, but these are just things that people tell us again and again and again. So they are important to people, about underwater missions and should you be able to swim underwater and things like that. Things that will really, really kind of create an experience in a new game. And, we believe truly that they are working on a new game. So this information being passed on to them, they can clearly see there were questions in the last one where we were getting people that were voting in at 99% yes to a specific question. That really gives information to Ubisoft that this is what people want, and if it's 50-50, then that's something they can look at. Should we look at two different options here, or how should we go about this? But when you've got those kind of questions that are like 99%, then and you've got thousands of people saying that.
I mean, if you think it, 99% of 1,600 people that took that survey, and obviously we're just a small representation of the overall community, but you know how surveys work in general. You take 1,000 people, if 99% of the 1,000 people say that they want a thing, that's generally regarded as the overall community. That's what the overall community really want.
Exactly, and especially when people speak up and say what it is they want. And, I've always prided ourselves, this channel, being about what the community wants, and we'll continue to do that.
I think the one big thing that this does as well, and this goes back to why I started the original surveys, was that I found that being able to put this into every different community, so, the Reddit community, the Discord community, the forums, Facebook, all these different places. This way we're getting collated information for all the different groups. So, you might see a post on Reddit that says they want this thing, but on the forum you'll see the discussion space you'll see the opposite to that. Whereas this, everybody's doing the same survey, we're getting much better feedback for maybe 200 people on one channel, for 300 people on Reddit, for 200 people on Discord. Everybody's involved in this. It's a community.
Exactly. And what we'll probably do is we'll probably do another follow-up video to this survey, maybe in a week or so time, where we actually go through the questions and actually discuss the kind of answers that we would like. And we'll put that out because obviously that'd be a much longer video. But we will do that. We just wanted to make everyone aware of this survey so you could have a look in the background, check out some of the questions, and then go in and fill it out yourself. Like I said, the link's in the description below. Hopefully, please, would you mind passing this on and telling your friends about it? Whether you're in milsim groups, whether you're a casual person, it doesn't matter. If you're on a different Discord, it doesn't matter if you don't follow this channel, you're not subscribed to this channel, it doesn't matter. Please just get everyone to fill this out because we are passing this information on. It would, if you don't want to do it for me, you don't want to do it for Sandy, try and do it for the community, because hopefully things like this are what going to push the next game forward and get the next game exactly where we all would love it to be, and we all know where it can go too. So hugely important. Just tell everyone you can about it, and just send that link on to everybody. That's linked in the description below, and we will obviously come back and we will have a full results video breakdown of the whole thing, of what everyone voted for. We're going to make sure that people have got probably at least maybe 3 to 4 weeks to get in and vote for this, and then we'll have a look, and as soon as we feel like people have kind of stopped voting, we will then put a results video together, and like I said, we'll pass those on. So big shout out to Sandy. Obviously there's some really interesting questions in here, and if you feel that there are some questions that were really important that we missed, that weren't on the last survey and are not on this survey, please feel free to let us know in the comments below. We do everything we can to try and support the game and to try and support the community, and you guys that support us all the time, thank you so much for that. So from me and Sandy, please fill out that survey, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you for joining us, Sandy. Massively appreciate it as always.
Not a problem.
Take care, people, and we will see you on the next one. Bye bye.